everybody. Yeah, I'm a giant man. I should probably get that out of the way. I'm 6'5", 280 pounds. Yeah, it's not that great, to be honest with you. It's the only physical attribute. Strangers feel like they can approach you on the street and talk to you about it. Had a guy come up to me today. He's like, "Hey, man, you're real tall, man." It's like, "Thanks, I work out." He's like, "No, man, that's all genetics, man. That's all genetics. Are your parents really tall?" I'm like, "Yeah, my parents are really tall. Are yours obnoxious?" Because you short people think us tall guys lead some sort of tall man fantasy life where all we do is like slam dunk basketballs, make out with runway models, and change light bulbs. The last one's true, but the other shit's bullshit. Most of my time is just spent hitting my head on things you short people don't even know exists. Like bus stop signs and bird feeders and conversation bubbles. On the flip side of the coin, tall people can see things that short people cannot, like bald spots and approaching danger. So that's pretty cool. It's like a cool superpower. If you see a tall guy running, follow him. He sees something you don't. But it sucks, man. I have to shop at special stores, right? You get to go to any store you like, pick out a shirt, it fits, you go home. Must be nice. I have to go to some dumb store with a stupid name like Casual Male XXL DX. Where there's one rack that's this big that is my size, and I have to go through hoping there's at least one shirt that doesn't have a dragon on it I can wear in public. Or like flames coming up the side. They like to dress big dudes like conversion vans for some reason. I don't know why. Because we're boxy, I guess. Worst thing about being tall, though, is getting into the passenger seat of my friend's car. Any tall guy? How tall are you, man? 6'8"? You're a monster. Oh, my God. Like, I'm 6'5", and that's pretty tall. 6'8", that's weird, man. Your son is 7'1"? God bless his little soul. What's your name? Raymond? If Raymond and I ever get into the passenger seat of your little Prius, Greenwood Village, and we look real uncomfortable because Ray and I have our knees against the dashboard and in our chest at the same time, do us a favor. Don't tell us your seat goes back. We're aware of that feature. Pretty much the first thing we check for. It just doesn't go back any further. This is our life. Telling a tall guy that the seat goes back in your car is like telling a fat guy there's a pie in the room. We know. I can tell that joke because I'm big and fat. I cover all the bases. Anybody else get fat by accident this year? Anybody else? Yeah. And by this year I mean since January. Have you gained 30 pounds like me for some reason? I'm new fat. I'm not used to this, right? I get reminded at weird times that I'm fat. I had a lady try to give me, I think was a compliment this week, but it wasn't. She's like, "You look like a younger, fatter John Elway." Yeah. Not a compliment. I love John Elway, but he looks like a horse. I think we can all agree. Just giant front teeth and gums. Every time he talks, he looks like a horse being fed an apple. Just, ooh. We're gonna get a new quarterback, and you're gonna Joe Flacco. Feed John with an open paw, kids. Don't get nipped. Open paw. I get it all the time. I was at a bar the other day. This guy's like, "You know who you look like?" I was like, "Yeah, John Elway." I get it all the time. He's like, "No, Hodor." I was like, "What?" This has gone too far. Hodor, really? Even if that's true, don't ever tell somebody that. So I broke both his legs and carried him around on my back the rest of the night. How do you like it now, Bran? Glad to see some Game of Thrones fans are out. Yeah. April. It's coming out in April. I can't wait. I've been brushing up on my reruns, you know, and I realized something real sad about myself. I'm a 36-year-old man, and I know more about the geography of Westeros, a fictional place, than I know, like, geography. Because they have that big, long beginning before every show that takes you all around the map, right? I can tell you how to get from Winterfell all the way down to the Iron Islands, all right? Without using the King's Road. Like, I know shortcuts. But in the real world, I still need Google Maps help to get me to the Shane Company, and I know where that is. I grew up here. It's just off Arapahoe Road on Emporia Street. I know. It's 1/2 mile east of I-25. It's open Monday through Friday till 8. Saturday and Sunday till 5. I know! If you have friends from out of town, they're like, why is this part funny? You just gave directions. No, I grew up on that, man. I learned something that broke my heart a few weeks ago, though. I've been doing that joke. Someone came up to me after the show, and they're like, you know, Shane Company has stores all over the country. Excuse me? I thought he was our friend in the diamond business. That little skank has stores all over the country? Okay, Shane.